everybody. Rob Yastrzemski with RJ Homes here, and today I'm with
Courtney. Hi guys.
Yeah, and so we're in front of our listing right here at 5119 164 Avenue. As you can tell, it's half duplex, and just so that you know, we are actually right in the middle of rush hour traffic. It's around 5 o'clock in the afternoon here in the middle of summer, and take a look at this. That's a dead end of 164 Avenue. So even though it's super busy, as you can tell behind me, this is a fairly quiet street. Now I'm going to switch this over so you can see Courtney. There she is. Say hi.
Hi.
So you can see that we've got an extra large driveway here. This is not typical. Most homes are built with only a very small single driveway just for the garage. So you can see that this one has a much larger driveway. And also, just want you to note where the shade is. So it's 5 o'clock. You can see that the shade is right there. So that means that take a look at where the sun is. The sun is right there. So this backyard is facing south, and this property is actually facing a green belt. So Courtney, why don't we go in and have a look at the property? Before we get too far, I just want to go over to the left here, Courtney. Just have a look over on the side of the house. What do you see down there that's kind of a cool thing that most houses don't have?
Got a gate to the backyard.
Gate to the backyard, but also before we get there, what's that?
Got an AC in it.
AC, that's right. And so just one thing I wanted to mention, we've got central air conditioning, but we've got this window here in for the basement, which around the corner at the back, there's another window. So this is pretty rare. Usually the newer properties, you're lucky to get one window in the basement. This property, built in 2007, actually has two. So you can put a bedroom or maybe even two down there. Now, as we're gonna go ahead and enter, why don't you go ahead, Courtney, open up that front door and let's see what we have for a first impression. So, front entrance, nice big front entrance. Take a look at that flooring. Ceramic tile.
It's gorgeous.
It's got a cool little ceramic tile design. How cool is that? Now, front entrance, this is very important because you've got ceramic tile everywhere, but it's nice to see that there's plenty of room over here for the whole family to fit in if you're in the middle of a rainy day, or maybe it's a very cold wintry day. You've got everybody can come in and kind of get
throw all the groceries on the floor.
Get rid of all the groceries, yeah, or all the shoes or whatever have you. What's really cool here too is they have a mirror. So here we are. You're running out the door. You're really busy, and you want to just make sure that everything looks good. Your collar's right and all that good stuff, and you're out the door. And it also helps to give extra natural light, which this home, this front entranceway, I want to mention this. This is also really nice to have this window in the door. Mm-hmm. A lot of homes don't have that, and you can just imagine how much darker that would be. So not only does it have the window in the door, but it has that mirror which reflects that natural light. So that's really awesome. Right next to here, we've got garage, single car garage. It is fully finished inside with drywall, and it's got the mud and tape. Now, back in 2007, just so that everybody knows, our viewers understand, that the actual building codes did not require for the garage to be finished like this. That actually came in 2017.
Okay.
So this was done over and above, and as you can tell also, the width of the garage is pretty good size. You can see there's lots of room on each side of that door. This is a typical single garage door. It is also insulated. So if you wanted to heat this garage is not heated, but it wouldn't take much. And you can tell that it's actually deep enough that you can put a regular full-size pickup truck in here.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Okay, so moving on. I want you to tell me, what do you think when you walk through and first thing you see is that kitchen? What do you think of that?
The kitchen itself is gorgeous. My view goes straight through that back door.
Right? Why is that, I wonder?
It's so bright, it's so neat. It's honestly, the sun's coming through at the end of the day, and at least you've got that sunlight.
And no neighbors till way over there, because there is a green belt right there.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you're right. This home does actually give you that impression of being larger than it is, brighter than it is, because of the fact that it's south-facing and that you've got these nice big south-facing windows and the patio door, and there's a green space back there, so it's really nice.
And there's no wall, so you can also keep an eye on everything else that's going on in the house. The kitchen is great. It's not too small. it's open floor plans, so hey, everybody can run around and nobody's really underfoot.
Great for entertaining.
Yeah.
Great for, you know, keeping an eye on your kids if you have kids. Also great that when you're entertaining and you're here cooking, you're, you know, maybe doing some dishes while you're at it, your guests are sitting at the dining room table, or maybe they're sitting enjoying a beverage while they're watching the game or something like that. You can still carry on a conversation with them. Now, you tell me, you love cooking.
I do love cooking.
What do you think of these appliances?
These are great appliances, like the space itself, the fridge itself, honestly. It's really nice. It's stainless steel, so I'd be really happy with it.
Right.
Also, a lot of my friends don't like tap water, so the fact that we've got the water system in there is great. And then the pantry looks like it's pretty decent. It's got its own light, it's got space.
Walk-in pantry.
It's a walk-in pantry.
Yeah, how nice is that? So yeah, you're right. This all of these appliances are upgraded. They're stainless steel. Then, as you can tell, this fridge is actually very deep. It barely fits width-wise, but it actually sticks out quite a bit. So this is a very large, extra large, deep fridge. Of course, it's got the barn doors, or the double doors up top with the deep trees down below, which is really kind of handy because this is where you're mostly using the fridge is up top.
Yeah.
So, stainless steel dishwasher, so that's really cool.
I love me a double sink too.
Right. And what kind of tap is that? Pulls out, right?
Yeah.
How cool is that? It's got that vegetable spray.
Yeah.
So how convenient is that? So we already mentioned this, but as we walk through this entranceway here into the living room, we already mentioned that we've got tile floor here, but here we've got real hardwood. So what's really cool about that is if you didn't like the looks of it, or if maybe it started to get scratched up, you've got kids, you've got dogs, after a while it starts to get scratched up, real hardwood can be refinished.
True.
Not once, but 3 or 4 times because it's 3/4 inches thick, so it's pretty thick. And you can actually refinish it in any color you want. So that's kind of neat. And you have a gas fireplace, so cozy for those winter nights. And yeah, take a look at this view. Why don't we go outside while we're here? I mean, how cool is this? So here we are. Look at this sunny day. And you can do your barbecue out here. So again, I'm mentioning this is actually 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock on the dot.
And we've got the sunshine right in the backyard. What a great place to come and enjoy your barbecue after you've been working all day.
Yeah.
And there's that green belt. So when I say green belt, I mean just that. There is an actual pathway, paved pathway back there. You can kind of see it through the lattice. And there's a good sized amount of grass between you and the neighbors so that your neighbors are really quite far away over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool. Nice little yard, great for the kids or the dogs or pets if you have them. And there's that gate again right here.
Yes.
And so let's go back inside and see what the rest of the home looks like. So again, looking at it from this point of view, you can see there's plenty of space in the living room. These owners actually have quite a bit of seating area here, so you can see there's lots of space for seating, and there's still a lot of room left over here for maybe even an additional maybe chair right there. You can see they have the setup for the little kids there, so nice big area for a TV. So enjoy your favorite movie or maybe the game night. Okay, so we're gonna go upstairs, but before we get there, we forgot to mention this little room.
This is the bathroom. First room into the house, actually.
Convenient, close to the front door. So when you're running in and you have to go, it's
right here.
There. And it's all tile floors, so even if you don't take off your shoes, no big deal, it's easy to clean up.
Yep.
Now, I did want to mention that a lot of these 2-piece bathrooms on the main floor in the newer homes today, they're building them with what's called a pedestal sink instead of this nice vanity. Meaning that basically it looks nice, but not very user-friendly. You don't have any storage space underneath. And on top of that, right there, you can see that little extension that's carried on from the patio, from the countertop. That little countertop extension is called a banjo. And that basically gives you an extra storage space so that you can use that for whatever you want, where typically you don't have that. So that's a really nice little bonus that the builder put in here. You can see it's a good size 2-piece bathroom. Now, done with the bathroom. Where are we going next?
We're going upstairs?
Upstairs
it is.
Okay, so carpeted stairs, and we've got kind of a looks like a 90-degree turn, and then another 90-degree turn. So pretty much going right around. And first thing we see at the top of the stairs, what do you see?
We've got extra living space.
Yeah, bonus room.
An
a
entertainment
large
area.
bonus room. Very large bonus room. So again, for a duplex, this is not typical. Typically we see, if there is a bonus room, it's very, very small. We certainly don't have all these built-ins in a typical duplex. Like this one has the extra large windows here. So these windows are facing north. So this is your view out here. So you're not gonna get super hot out here when you're watching a movie. So that's really cool. And look, from here, you can see way over to the other bedroom over there. And how far is that? Like that, wow. Look at how far you have to go.
Got some space.
It's a long ways to get there. So, what are your thoughts? What would you do with this room? Do you like the way it's set up?
I like the way it's set up. I definitely have the office up here and then movie night.
Yeah, how cool is that? Plenty of space. I mean, obviously you can see the owners here have a very large sectional couch, so plenty of room for your whole family. And you're saying you kind of like the way they have it set up with an office there.
Why
That's
not?
Cool. Yeah, why not? You've got the space for it. So, what else do we see? What's the first thing on the left?
Got a bedroom.
Bedroom. Oh, good sized bedroom. Look at that. And that's a queen size bed. So just goes to show you there's lots of room in these rooms. They're not just those tiny little rooms where you can barely fit a single bed. And you can notice that they have these designer bars in the windows. This is an extra kind of design feature that basically shows the home has some upgraded front-facing features so that it's a little bit higher end than your typical basic home, right? Now we've got a nice large closet back there, and there's a linen closet across from this bedroom. So you've got lots of room there to store extra towels and whatnot. And what do we have here?
Got a second bedroom.
Second bedroom. And this is almost the same size as the other bedroom, so that's a good size. So they obviously have kids in here. 1, 2, 3 beds. But you can see how this room would easily accommodate another queen size bed. Again, this one, you've got the large window there, a large closet, and off we go. What's across from here?
Right across is the bathroom.
How convenient is that?
Yeah.
Right, and we've got a little storage unit above the toilet. And this is a good sized vanity because typically in these smaller bathrooms, you only have vanities that are about this big. So just barely big enough for the sink, but here you've got an extra little bit. So that's kind of nice. And it looks like they have a regular tub here, tub shower combination. We're not going to open that up just in case they have some stuff back there, but that's what's pretty cool here. And at the end, at the very back of the home, this is the
main bedroom. This is the master.
And look at the size of this. Wow, this is pretty deep.
Yeah.
Look how much room there is between this large bed and this large dresser. So you can see that they put in a very large nightstand on each side. This is a queen size bed, but you can also see how there's plenty of room in here for a king size.
Yeah.
And then, what's that back there?
And then I believe we have a walk-in closet.
Huge walk-in closet. Look at that. This wraps right around, so you've got like a U shape, lots of organizer shelves that are already built in. And these are not those cheap wire shelves where everything falls through.
Yeah.
This is actually a proper organizer, so that's really nice. And look at this. What do you think of that view?
It's a gorgeous view. It's quiet too for 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock right here. And look at this. How nice is this back green space view? So a nice place to go for a walk after dinner.
Yeah.
And then because this is the primary bedroom, it has its own bathroom, its own ensuite. And it also has the large vanity, and it also has the organizer above the toilet. And what do we have here?
You do have a tub as well.
Another tub. So you've got 2 tub shower combinations.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So we've got 2.5 bathrooms total. So that's what we have for finished living space, but there's still more to see.
Off to the basement.
And the basement is awaiting your development ideas, but there's actually some options in there that you can do. So let's just quickly go down there and showcase what do we have. So first of all, you can tell we've got drywall already in place down the staircase, and you can see that the floor has already been painted. And there is some sectioned off area already. This has already obviously been done by one of the owners previous and not the builder. The builder usually doesn't have anything in here, but you can see how this has been sectioned off. So this is your utility room slash laundry room. And look at that laundry pair. Like, we're talking some nice high-end Samsung front-loading laundry pair. Furnace and hot water tank. Now we already noticed on the outside that we've got air conditioning, but I can also show that it's got the air conditioning lines right here. So this rubber line and the copper line together, those are for the air conditioning. So you've got the furnace and hot water tank. I also want to showcase here that this home comes with the newer plumbing. It's not the old Poly B, and you can tell that it's got the header system, meaning that basically you've got a hot water line and a cold water line going directly from the main line here, so that when you're having a shower and the person beside you flushes the toilet, there's not going to be any pressure difference or any scorchers happen. 2 windows. So what do you think? What would you do? Where would you put in a bedroom or 2 bedrooms or a living room? What would you do?
It would either be a bedroom or another entertainment area, especially if like you've got this house ends up being used as a rental, and then you've got a bunch of people living here. Extra room, extra entertainment area.
So
Why
really,
not?
you could have another bedroom and a family room, or 2 bedrooms and a small little living room. So because you've got these 2 windows give you the ability to have that option. There's also rough-in for a bathroom here. Now, they do have their stuff all around here, but there is a rough-in here, so you can put in another bathroom, full bathroom down here. So that's pretty much all that we have to offer. I did also want to mention really quickly that we have a lot of space in the electrical panel. This electrical panel has the main breaker as being 100 amps. So that's really nice. Also, these trusses, a lot of people don't realize this, but these are kind of higher end trusses. These are the I-beam style trusses, meaning they're very strong and also very quiet. They don't have squeaks happening. And it's really, really nice to see. They're easy to work with. As you can tell, we've got the beams, and the teleposts are actually put out of sight, out of mind, out of the way, so that you can have a nice big open space in here. What do you think?
I love it. This is great.
Would you buy it?
I don't know if I'd buy it.
No, it's not for you.
I'm just not buying right now. But hey, if anybody needs it and this looks like a property that they'd want to buy, go for it.
Good for a family, good for an investment.
Yeah.
Great location. We forgot to mention, by the way, that this location, we're in Hollick-Kenyon, which is northeast Edmonton. It's very easy to just basically drive for 2 minutes from here, and you're on 167th Avenue, and then you can easily just jump right on to Manning, and from there go to Anthony Henday.
Yeah.
So there we go. If anybody has any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate, give us a call. All the information will be in the links below. And always remember, share the video. You never know, this might be the perfect home for one of your friends.